Yep. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the 3. And slam dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Right side Holiday. And he makes that one. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Kept alive. Jordan misses in close.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
The pass to Giannis. Back to Holiday. And here is Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by KD. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant with a wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Holiday trying to free himself up. Lopez, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brown dishes to Durant. Harden outside from deep three-point range. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton with it. Picked up by Harris. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Count that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score. Pass to Harden. Middleton against Harris. Here's Jordan outside Durant. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Stolen by Durant. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The tray hits the three-point bomb. Durant's got 5.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Here's Giannis. No points in the game yet for him. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
55 seconds left to play in the first. Harden finds Durant. Back to Harden. Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday gets the bucket.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Harris. It's up a 3. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks trail by 3. Holiday attacking, and Holiday throws it down.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Now here's Harden. And good that time.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Got it off in time. He can't get that one to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in front. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got T. Bobby Porter's out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Here's T. After Jeff Green's bucket. Here's Portis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Connaughton passes to Portis, and stolen by Irving. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break. Oh, Griffin in position. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Bucks trail by 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Forbes. From outside, off the mark. Nets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Top of the key. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Forbes. He can't hit that time. The Nets go the other way with it. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Green. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pulls up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Forbes has got his first points of the game. Here's Luau. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Back to Holiday. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
KD against Giannis. The shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Harris. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Now, here is Harden. Kicks it to Jordan. Harden surveying the D. And that one is good.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Holiday with it. He's got 10. Lopez outside. All alone. And again, the Bucks miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Giannis. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
And here is Durant. He's got 5. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back out here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, and as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted a cheer of critics. And that'll do.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
We've got Jordan. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now, here is Irving. Dishes it to KD. Over onto the Kumbo. Misses off the right iron. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. A 2-point game. Brown wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Nets shooting 40% from the field. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
So it's the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Nets. And the dunk by Giannis.
And take a look at Giannis in his first year as opposed to now. That's strength coming into play now.
Now Irving. He has 5. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Down low, Lopez with the steal. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 1. To the paint. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Luwawu. Harden kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Passes it to Claxton. Shoots over Tucker. Griffin trying to get open. Claxton with the bucket. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Harden's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. And the pass to Tucker. For 3. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Harden. He's got 6. Pass to Luwawu. 6 on the shot clock. Harden, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mora, the pass to Portis. Shot from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Griffin kicks to Harris. Pass to Claxton. Stolen by Tucker. And here's the break. The shot's good from Forbes.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. It's tipped.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Connaughton passes to Portis. And the rejection by Harden. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Here is Forbes. There's 18 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Nets trail by 3. Now here's Irving. He's got 5. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 7 points in the game. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Bucks lead by 1. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Brown. They kick it out to Green. Middleton with it. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Nets trail by 3. Irving passes to Green. Irving up top, guarded by Holiday. Griffin. Giannis with some nice D.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Giannis. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That free throw, no good.
The amount of pressure Durant puts on his opponents, it's typical to see him among the leaders in free throw attempts.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Launches it. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Feeds it to Jordan. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Brown following the bucket by the Bucks. Green kicks to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Kyrie Irving. Bucks leading by 6. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Green defending. The pass to Holiday. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now here's Durant. And here's Irving. He kicks it to Jordan. The 10-footer. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kyrie went directly into contact that time, throwing his body at the defense.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. Both free throws good for Irving.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. 1:19 left in the 4th quarter. Back to DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots. despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from KD. Durant against Giannis. Middleton on the wing. On the corner. He's off on that one. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way. That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Giannis against KD. Antetokounmpo. Count.
Big time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Irving. Giannis against Durant. Pass to Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Misses the three. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our... And before
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Covington in at the 4. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Now, here is Harden. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Powell, that's good. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. It's a 5-point game. Harden the pass to KD. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden. Pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league. What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target with his 3. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Brown. Harden's got 5 now.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And he gets it back. And Lillard gets it to go. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here is Harden. He has 5. Outside, KD. And he gets the bucket.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range because that is money in the bank.
Lillard scanning the floor. 3-pointer. Lillard again missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And he's able to get it back. Brown with it. There's the dish to Jordan. And here's Harris from the arc. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard outside. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperate.
Worth the price of admission.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Lillard finds Powell to halt the run. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets leading by 7. Brown drives in. It's deflected. Here's the break. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Harden scanning the floor. Pulls from the top of the key, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Harden kicks to KD. Harris outside. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Trailblazers trail by 8. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. McCollum outside. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Kanter trying to free himself up. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Kanter's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, there's a physicality and intention to what Enes Kanter does. That's a tough shot.
Outside Irving, and the pass to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Jones finds Anthony. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Irving. No points in the game yet for him. Green taking his time here. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
McCollum against Irving. Got a piece of it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Inside, taken away by Anthony. And a wide open look for McCollum. This one for 3. But they'll get another chance. The 3. Here's Simons. Just 5 on the clock. They shoot again. It's hauled in by Claxton. That's leading by 6. On the wing, Irving. Claxton the pass to Griffin. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's McCollum following the basket by Blake Griffin. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from McCollum. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's McCollum for 3. It's not going to go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
McCollum outside. Passes it to Carmelo. Launches a 3. Again, McCollum missing. Irving drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
Blake Griffin. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 9-point lead. And over to Shaq. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Jordan in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And it goes down 2 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lillard outside. And the Trailblazers, another 3. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Lillard outside. Over Harden. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Lillard.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Now the feed to Jordan. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And Brooklyn has possession. It's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard outside. Pass to Powell. Nurkic in the post. He's against Jordan. Nurkic can't hit.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Powell finds Hollis Jefferson. Lillard way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Nets leading by 8. Brown the pass to KD. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Nurkic with the block. It's Powell on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. And count it, the shot is good. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. Anthony dishes to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Anthony. Here's Cantor. He kicks to Carmelo. Cantor trying to free himself up. Anthony in the corner. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Luwawu the pass to Claxton. Takes a 3. Harden's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half. Harden the pass to Luwawu. 30 seconds left in the third. It's Harden with the drive. Shoots over Powell. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Lillard way outside. The putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1.
Boy, what a pretty move. And that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
McCollum outside, shoots the 3. It's good from long range.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Now Irving. Fires for 3. They get it back.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Right side Jones. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's McCollum. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Brown kicks to Irving. Portland grabs the miss. Kanter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
McCollum, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Durant kicks to Jordan. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. There's the triple. And another shot. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harris. And the Nets lead by 8.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because his scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Harris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket by Lillard.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Outside, KD. Here's Harden. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. That's a 2 from Powell. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brown gets to Durant. This is to Harden. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Feeds it to Jordan. Back to Irving. Stolen by McCollum. 3-on-3. Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
So Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. James Harden. He's checked in for Bruce Brown. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Lillard the pass to Kanter. Powell kicks to Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorites.
Got it to drop!
Goodbye!
He got it to drop!
Goodbye and good night!
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Nets. Now here's Harden. It's a hand on it, and Durant is right there.
Well, with his combination.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Durant, Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go. You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
George way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Jordan. Harden outside. Over in the corner, Brown. 5 to shoot. It's Durant with the drive, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now, here is George. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's Painful for me to watch, too.
Durant kicks to Harris. Back to KD. Jackson against Harden. The pass to Jordan. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard dishes to George. And they pick up 2. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Harden outside. Out to Harris. Leonard with the steal. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. George with no one around. Up again. It's good on the putback. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Jackson passes to George. Fires the 3. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Connects from 3-point range. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a 3-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball. Clippers moving the ball around. George against Brown. 3-pointer. George missing again.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Harden. The layup off target. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day? And how can we...
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So for the Clippers right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Batum in at the 4. Now, here is Irving, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Green passes to Claxton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Looking to end the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now here's Irving. The dish to Griffin. Durant for 3. And with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Batum with the ball. Now Green defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Brown. Now here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. They get the rebound. Cousins, nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
2 minutes. And here's Irving. 1:52 left to play here in the second quarter.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The shot's good from Kennard.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Irving dishes to Griffin. 1:27 left here in the second. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 7.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Mann. Great tee that time from Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break up the floor. The kick out to Irving. Griffin passes to Irving. Back to Griffin. Outside Irving. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. It's good. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Griffin. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Kennard for 3. That one doesn't drop. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They controlled the second quarter for the most part, and they were able to grow.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's George. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Brown in at the 2.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Here's Jordan. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. And for the Nets, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And finished off by Brown.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's George. Good work defensively by Harden.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Brown finds Harris. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 11. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
When he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, this is where Jordan really does most of his eating, finishing after setting a solid screen.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And here's Brown after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Brown kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Hard the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
For a dynamic wing with freakish length, Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Batum's checked in. And that one drops for him. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Now here is Harris. On the wing, Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got 6 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And it's George missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Harris. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Kawhi Leonard. Passes to Harris. Harden against George. Feeds it to Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. For three, Harris. The Clippers grab the miss. They're running. From deep, George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Irving against Rondo. Irving passes to KD. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
And so it's Brooklyn, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the three, the small forward. Clippers trail by 13. Kennard for three. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Irving passes to Durant. Back to Irving. Durant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. No good from Irving. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Kennard's shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Back to Irving for three. They get it back. He kicks it to Griffin. Lock at 6. Irving up top. Guarded by Jackson. And it's Irving missing.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And a wide open look for Irving. Again, Irving missing.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And, guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Jackson against Irving. Pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Here's Durant. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Kennard on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. That one, no good. Brooklyn leading by 7. Irving for 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kennard's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Clippers running again. The 3. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got 11 points here in just the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now, here is Irving. Clock at 4. He drains it from the right block.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Kennard for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Irving's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brown, and it's Brown on the follow. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here's Durant. Irving looking over the floor. Griffin trying to get open. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Kennard for 3. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Griffin. Now Irving. Now the pass to Claxton. And the rejection by Jackson.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Kennard for 3. The 3 won't fall. Here's Irving. Cross contact on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 5. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
From deep, George, it's good from beyond the arc.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. They can overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got DeAndre Jordan, Harden out there with Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drills the 3-pointer. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. KD with the bucket.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Durant against Antetokounmpo. Will it go? Banked in off the glass.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now, here is Harden. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
The Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
On the wing, Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Nets. Middleton up top. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now Portis following Durant's 3-point attempt. Bucks passing it around. Middleton against KD. Shots good by Middleton.
Now working in the mid-range. Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Brown. Here's Claxton. And on the way from Irving for 3. pass to DiVincenzo. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. DiVincenzo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Irving surveying the floor. 1:11 left in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bucks trail. Here's Middleton. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Luwawu. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And here is DiVincenzo. Outside Portis. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Claxton.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Outside Irving. 1 second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harden finds Harris. And the 3 off target. Outside Portis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Harris outside. To the inside. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. They double him with Irving. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. From outside off the mark. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Down low, here's Green. And there's the pass to Claxton. Irving for 3. Forbes with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. DiVincenzo passes to Nwora. Back to DiVincenzo. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Irving attacking, lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
Blinding speed there shown by Kyrie Irving on the boost, and when he puts it on the floor like that, he's getting all the way to the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Shoots from 12. Another shot. The kick out to Brown. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Nets lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Out to KD. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Giannis inside. KD's on him. And the dunk by Giannis.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Harden the pass to Durant.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Brown outside. Back to Harden. Count it from 12. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Durant sends it back. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Luau. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Irving passes to Durant. Brown wide open. He fires. And the Nets miss again. For 3, Middleton. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was and that'll about.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Giannis missing. The Nets with the lead. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
I like the confidence and how much assurance DeAndre Jordan has on his drives here, knowing that no one's going to stop him, especially once he takes flight.
Now here's Giannis. 6 points for him.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Harden. Pass to Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Basket counts. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Irving. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
To the paint. Lopez inside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he banks in the layup.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Now here's Green. It's a one-point game. Irving passes to Claxton. Out to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. And it's Harris off the drive. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. For the lead. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. Irving against Holiday. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And so it's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by the Nets. And it's in there. Portis has got 6. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Harden right side. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Green with the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Forbes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harden dishes to Green. Back to Harden. 11 feet away. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Bucks trail by 4. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep. It's hauled in by Brown. by himself. And then Brown with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Nets leading by 6. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Down out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul.
Checking in for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez.
Irving against Holiday. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. Irving against Holiday. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Griffin down low, defended by Middleton. Jordan back to Griffin. Stolen by Middleton. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nets leading by 6. Outside Irving.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. That one drops for him.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Irving passes to Griffin. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
Holiday attacking and stolen by Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Middleton. And Antetokounmpo inside. Griffin's there. And Lopez gets it to go.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Brown outside. Pass to Jordan. Passes it to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Over Holiday. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Back to Irving. Deflects the pass. Griffin dishes to Irving. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Now, DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Jordan with the rebound. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Brown. From deep Harden, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Ooh, okay. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. High post, KD. Giannis is there. Goes up on the high post. That shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Big time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant finds Harden. On the wing, Harden. Back to Durant. No one near him. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Moving against Holiday. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Irving kicks to KD. That doesn't go either for KD.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
9 seconds left in the game. Outside Holiday. Misses the tray. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg. And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's an exciting Sunday night edition. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Brown out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Now, here's Lillard. Inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
Here's Brown. A shot by Harden, wide open. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Foul for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Durant just inside the line. Here's Jordan. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Lillard. Launches a 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Nurkic with the steal. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. For the 3. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now, here is Harden. Pulls it from 20. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by Lillard.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And that one, good. Jordan's got his second basket of the night. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Here's McCollum. The rebound by Harden.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Durant, no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Harris up top, guarded by Powell. Harris kicks to Harden. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And misses it off the right side of the rim. That's a 2 from Powell. Portland again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Harris off the drive. Shoots over Lillard. Durant against Covington. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. The shot by KD. No good.
golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot goes down.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 9 points. Trying to end the drought. The long-distance three is buried.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Harden dishes to KD. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Hey, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard. Here's Simons. The dish to McCollum. He kicks to Carmelo. No good with the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Irving looking over the floor. Back to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep it just a true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
Back to Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
It's stolen by Green. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Anthony. And Griffin sends it back.
Oh, you want more of this from Griffin. There's no question he has the size and vertical to block shots.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Kicks to Jones. Beyond the arc. Up again, and Cantor able to finish.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Now, here is Irving. And Griffin, here we go. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Jones now, it's out the key. 6 on the shot clock. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's 6 points for Jordan.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Man showing some terrific range.
And
You can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Harden kicks to Brown. The pass to Harris. And here is Jordan. Harden outside. Outside for Jordan. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. He had a nice open look right there. Harden's got his second basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Harden the pass to Brown. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. And the jam by Harden.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Outside Covington. Lillard way outside. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. Harden dishes to Brown. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They grab their own miss. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Powell finds Canner. Lillard from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 12.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 7 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Green. Outside Irving. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. Or third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. And that's a wrap with the third.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Landry Shamit's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now Irving. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Count it.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Irving kicks to KD. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 5.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Durant. Over Anthony. And the Nets miss again.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And Durant sends it back.
Well, you aren't going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Irving. Pass to Shamet. Goes up again. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, this is coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Just his first attempt. And it's out of bounds to Portland. Will retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Jones checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Lillard with it, and it's Harden picking him up. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Anthony drops them both.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a 3rd scoring option for the team.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. 46 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw tonight.
In the season of their free throw.
A free throw drops for Griffin.
And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player. A double-double threat. It's tough to match up with.
Lillard way outside. Portland again missing.
After a monster first half from 3-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the 2nd.
Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 3.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 15 points.
Star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Kyrie Irving is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Griffin in at the 4 spot.
But this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Here is Lillard. pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Irving, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jones drives in, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
No good from Irving. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 6-point game. And the basket by Jones. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. Here's Hollis-Jefferson following the bucket by the Nets. And the layup falls. Hollis-Jefferson's got his first basket of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Claxton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 6.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jones finds Canner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for Joe Harris. Nets leading by 6. Outside Durant. There's the pass to Jordan. Back to KD. Left side, Brown. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The rebound by the Nets. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Harden outside. The kick out to Brown from deep. Offensive rebound, Griffin. It's up a 3. Durant, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Hollis-Jefferson. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Trailblazers trail by 6. And Lillard gets it to go.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Powell against Durant. Shoots over Powell. Good!
I love the show of confidence. Durant showing his greatness in key situations.
And a deep three from Lillard. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Harden surveying the D. Passes it to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now, here's Lillard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires from deep. Jordan with the rebound. And here's Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now, here is Harden. KD finds Harden. From deep. That one misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. This one for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. It's tipped. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Plenty of space. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Here is Harden. Passes to KD. Steps back and fires. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here's George, and it's off from 3-point range. Harris against Leonard. The kick out to Brown. Jordan trying to free himself up. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harris with it. Leonard picks him up. From outside the arc, Harris's shot is off. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Harden against Jackson. Harris passes to Harden. The feed to Brown. Back to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. Rebound, Brooklyn. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Paul George with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And a missed layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Here is Harden after the basket by Los Angeles. On the wing, Harris. Shoots over Zubac. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And Morris throws it down.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And George, here we go. Here's Zubac, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Brown outside. Harris kicks to Durant. He feeds it to Jordan. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5. But somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Irving attacking, and the shot is good.
He gets to the rim at will. Kyrie, one of the most elusive players you'll ever see.
Rondo passes to Kennard. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Patrick Beverly out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Cousins in at the center position. Here's Cousins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Over to the wing, back to Beverly, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Pass to Claxton. Poked loose, and Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Claxton. Here's Griffin, and there's the pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. Kennard covering. Claxton no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. Irving against Beverly. Here's Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Excellent pump fake. Cousins invites contact, willing to put his body on the line.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Irving passes to Brown. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Kennard. Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to Irving. It's hauled in by Beverly.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Luwawu. It's good. Luwawu's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Beverly against Irving. Zubac the pass to Beverly. The shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mann. The rebound by Luwawu.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Blake took off like a rocket on that alley-oop. Woo!
Clippers trail by 4. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Pass to Zubac. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
His 2nd foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Jackson. And Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson kicks to Rondo. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harris against George. Harris dishes to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. And it's sent back by PD.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
Here's Rondo. And that would have counted, but his... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. And that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Jackson passes to Morris, and that's going to be a travel. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Brown. He dishes it to Jordan. Paul George with the steal. And it's blocked by Brown, and he gets it back. Outside, George shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden scanning the floor. Durant down low. Covered by Morris.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
George missing again. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here is Harden. He has 6. And the Nets miss again.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Here is Harden. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Clippers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. Kennard for 3. That shot off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Green. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. KD passes to Brown. Durant against Kennard. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
The amazing part about Durant's shot, he has a pretty compact release for a guy with such great length.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. And it's Brown that time on the assist from Harden. And the Nets lead by 5.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. The Clippers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the free throw, no good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now the pass to Griffin. Back to Irving. Shot on the way, and it's off the back rim. No good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Man passes to Morris. Can't get it to fall. Nets leading by 3, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
Ivica Zubac.
Irving against Rondo. Irving attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Beverly up and in on the layup.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Claxton, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
With 1 on the clock.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
3. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Irving with the bounce pass. Shamet on the wing. Defended by George. Back to Irving. Harris, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
That one good for 2.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Up top, Griffin. Down low, Claxton. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
In the corner, George with it. To tie it up. And it's George again missing.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Here's Shamet. The Clippers getting the bucket. Back to Irving. Outside, Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Nobody near George. And he hits it to tie the game up. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
For three, Harris. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. The three from George. And the 3 ball is good. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Pass to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Sharon Lewis, he talked with the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And slammed up by Jordan.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Harden against George. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Leonard. The putback. It's in!
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Irving against Jackson. Irving looking over the floor. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night. Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Harden kicks to Harris. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's George missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
From deep, George. On the wing, Jackson. From downtown. No good that time. Can't get it to fall. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.